truck, Jeep. A little confused.
Well, us old guys, car critic Ed Wallace, we know exactly what that is because Jeep tried it once before. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Tim and Lauren, and you're right. They tried it back in the early 80s when it was the Jeep Scrambler, but it was based on the CJ, which was a two-door model. The four-door Jeep didn't exist at the time. They stretched it out, and I'm not sure I know that many people that ever bought one, except for President Ronald Reagan. He had one out at his ranch in California, and that seemed to be what everybody's nostalgic for today. Now we have a new variation of it. It's going to start at $33,000, has the 3.6 liter V6 in it, and it puts out 285 horsepower. But let me remind you, this is a Jeep. It is not a make-believe SUV. If you do this in the pickup configuration, you're going to be able to go off-road, through streams, whatever you want to do. Also, driving around the road, while the four-door Jeep is really kind of a favorite of mine because it's fairly civilized in town, this one's slightly bumpier because it's got a pickup bed in the back instead of a full cabin. Well, it looks like a Jeep dash. I'm going to say there's not a lot of luxury to it. They still use the material to hold the doors in place. They try to keep that authentic. It's going to be very comfortable though in the front for two people because it's got such a short dash. Radio was better than I expected in it. Air conditioning, absolutely wonderful. Now, in the back, I'm 5'9". I've set the front seats where I'd be comfortable up front. You can see, you could get somebody maybe 6 feet in the back. Their knees might touch the back seat, but past that, you got all the headroom in the world. Now, this is a soft top, but they're going to make a hard top model of it also that you can get on the vehicle. And then as you go back to the bed, and I'm not going to take the tarp off, but when you unlock the Jeep, it unlocks the tailgate. And in reverse, you lock the Jeep and they can't get into it. So with a base price of $33,000, this one is just under $50,000. And the Rubicon model starts at $43,000 and change. I went around talking to dealers this week about it. The ones they get in are disappearing off the lot in a day or two. But they tell me they have a lot of customers waiting for the Rubicon to show up because that's the one they really want, and that one can go north of $60,000 with everything on it. For that kind of money, you can buy the world's greatest pickup truck. But the people that buy the Jeep are buying it for a specific reason. And the little things about it, the little bit harsher ride, the bouncier, they don't care because it's a Jeep and it will go anywhere. We'll see how well it lasts. The first year, I think they're going to sell out. We'll see what happens with it long term next year. With that, y'all have a good weekend.
You too. Thanks, Ed. You can listen to Ed on 570 KLAF tomorrow. His car column, as always, and Saturdays, Fort Worth Star Telegram.